This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
This episode is brought to you by Shady Brook Farms. If you're looking for ways to make mealtime healthier in the new year, make your favorite recipes with turkey from Shady Brook Farms. Take the pressure off, keep it simple and tasty without sacrificing flavor for nutrition. Whether you want a delicious sandwich or a post-workout protein, Shady Brook Farms turkey can do it all. Visit shadybrookfarms.com for recipe inspiration and to find retailers near you. Shady Brook Farms. Eat what you love.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 2619, Ways to Save on Food That Don't Require Extreme Couponing, by Tania Brown of financialfinesse.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Welcome back to Optimal Finance Daily, where every day I read and offer commentary on some of the best personal finance blogs on the web in about 10 minutes or less. So with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Ways to Save on Food That Don't Require Extreme Couponing, by Tania Brown of financialfinesse.com. I was recently talking with a friend who was struggling to save for emergencies, so I took a look at her budget and found some easy fixes around her family food spending. I told her it wasn't the one day of eating out inexpensively that was hurting her. It was the fact that she was doing it 5 times a week at an average of $30 a meal. That's actually not bad for a family of 4, but it adds up to an extra $600 a month. We also looked at her grocery spending, which was about double what I pay for a family of the same size. This seemed like a no-brainer fix for me. Stop eating out and start cooking at home. I told her when I was looking for ways to cut back and pay off debt, I found my grocery spending was a Titanic-sized leak in my budget. I couldn't see it because it was hidden behind daily trips averaging a small amount, but they added up to large amounts. Eventually, I got sick and tired of having $5 in savings and shaved our dining out and grocery bills in half without being an extreme couponer. Here's what I did. No extreme couponing needed. Number 1, invest in time-saving kitchen equipment. I'm ashamed to admit that if I was stuck on a desert island with electricity and could only take a few things, I would have to debate between my kids and my slow cooker. My slow cooker is one of my favorite pieces of equipment. All I have to do is dump ingredients in the pot, turn it on, and the evening dinner is done. I love that I can do all the prep days in advance too. I just put all the ingredients for the meals in a large plastic bag, freeze them. Then when it's time to cook it, I take the bag of food out of the freezer the night before to let it defrost, then dump it in the slow cooker in the morning. I'm forgetful, so I got a programmable crock pot with a timer that switches the setting from cooked to warm when the food is done. This saved me from having mushy meals. You can also choose a slow cooker based on how you eat. Some come with a meat thermometer, and some even have an app so you don't have to be in the kitchen to turn it on. Others have multiple functions so you can saute and brown without having to use multiple pots. Number 2, meal plan for the week. I find when I don't plan my meals, every bad food I've been fantasizing about magically appears on my plate. Plus, I'm much more likely to order takeout. If you struggle to meal plan, there are a ton of great online meal planners and apps to help you. I used eMeals initially, which sent me weekly meal plans and recipes as well as a shopping list organized by the sections in a supermarket. It also has an app, which was great for those days I forgot my grocery list. I'm no Martha Stewart, so I chose the meal plan that was budget-friendly and easy. Lunch planning. Whatever we have for dinner becomes lunch the next day for the adults. But I found myself at times nearly pulling out my hair planning lunches for my kids. They really like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches though, so I started making them in batches and freezing them. I also bought their favorite snacks in bulk and had them help put the snacks in individual bags. I found this was cheaper, and bonus, the more involved the kids are in the meal, the less likely they are to complain. One rule in my family is that the first person to complain about the meal is the person who cooks the next meal. It's amazing how the fear of having to prepare a meal can fix whiny kids. And number 3, try a 6-month challenge. My family challenged ourselves to see how much we could save over a 6-month period by eating at home and strategizing our meals. This got us all excited about making a change and also made it easier to resist the temptation of dining out. We saved enough to pay for a family vacation for a week. Other ways to save at the store. Don't shop with kids or anyone else that likes to try something new. I love spending time with my husband and kids, but I find I spend a lot less when I grocery shop by myself. If possible, leave everyone at home. Number 2, take a list, always. This keeps me on track. Number 3, sign up for store cards. If your store has online apps with a member card, sign up. Many times they can link your card to store coupons, so you don't have to worry about clipping your store's coupons. And number 4, shop with cash. I find the fear of not having enough cash at the register makes me think twice about purchases. Start small. Making a dramatic change in your eating can be overwhelming, so start small. Start with a goal of cooking 2 to 3 meals per week and build from there. Once you're comfortable, start eating at home every meal by incorporating some of the ideas mentioned today. You just listened to the post titled, Ways to Save on Food That Don't Require Extreme Couponing by Tania Brown of financialfinesse.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
Introducing Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas, the ultimate family vacation. The ultimate 6 slides, 8 neighborhoods, 0 compromise vacation. The ultimate never done that, can't wait to do it vacation. The ultimate chillin' by a different pool every day of the week vacation. This is the Icon of Vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving in 2024. Book today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Something always comes up when you're running a small business. Any business owner will tell you that. Running a business is just plain hard. Endless to-do lists, employees to take care of, and your ever-present bottom line. So if you're a small business owner, kudos to you for staying on top of it. And now I have a solution for you. I want to tell you about Gusto. Gusto built an easier and more affordable way to manage payroll, benefits, and more. They help over 300,000 businesses by taking the pain out of tasks like automated payroll tax filing, direct deposit, health insurance administration, 401k, onboarding tools. You name it, Gusto makes it easy. And they really care about the small business owners they work with. Their support team is attentive and helpful. And since money can be tight right now, you'll even get 3 months free. Just go to gusto.com/OFD and start setting up your business today. You'll see what I mean when I say easy. Again, that's 3 months of free payroll at gusto.com/OFD. This article spoke to my heart and stomach because one of my favorite things to do is feed my family. And I'm certainly not skipping any meals myself. Maybe it's my Italian roots, but food is definitely one of my favorite love languages. Even when I was single and living in New York City, I discovered the joy of cooking and meal planning. I understand that some people hate it, and so this advice won't apply to everyone. But if you're even a little bit curious about how to make preparing food a joyous part of your life, stay with me here. When I had less time and money on my hands, I focused on meal prep every Sunday. I would come up with a plan, go to the grocery store for all the ingredients, and spend about 2 hours in the kitchen cooking all of my meals for the week. There's real economies of scale when you do it this way. That's just a fancy way of saying that there are cost advantages when production becomes more efficient. Meal planning and food prep not only saves you time and money, it also helps prevent decision fatigue around what you're going to eat all week. Deciding 3 times per day what you're going to eat is something we're used to doing. But when you answer this question 1 time every Sunday, it's amazing how much mental space that frees up. I found myself engaging in other hobbies and being more creative when I was meal prepping regularly. Yes, meal planning and batch cooking saves money, but that's just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the benefits. And that's another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. Thank you for listening and following or subscribing to the show, and I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.